Welcome YouTube to Barker-Stargazer's YouTube channel and the mess which is my desk. Sorry, I'm going to have to keep on going over here to the microphone. I've got a lot of external noise going on today. So, I've got my monthly stall coming up this week, and I always like to have a few pocket money type of items to sell, little cheap stuff like pound and stuff like that. So I was thinking what I could do this month, and then I remembered that I have got these snap bands. I got a whole pack of them from Temu. So we've got these. I have got my jar full of many ribbons, far too many beads. So I've got wooden ones and festival type ones. I have got my box of many tassels. I've got some fabric glue. There it is. And a cup of tea. And absolutely no idea what I'm going to do or how these bracelets, snap bands, whatever they turn out being, end up by the end of this video. So let's find out together. So I have all of these blank snap bands. To be perfectly honest, I forgot I had them until we moved and I was sorting through everything. So I'm going to have to do something with them. So my first thought, with primarily being a crocheter here, was simply crochet around these bands to see what they look like. So I made this one. And I have to admit, not really that impressed. Then I remembered that I had all of these beads. So I made this one here. Now, I'm not 100% with this, but I think it's going in the right direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it up a little bit using these beads, and then I will crochet around the snap band again. Now, the thing with crocheting with beads, that most of the time your beads, the holes in them, they're going to be too wide for not too wide, they're going to be too narrow for your crochet hook to fit through. So essentially, you have to know how many beads you're going to use on a project and thread them onto your yarn before you start crocheting. Can be a little bit of a pain. It does require a lot more planning. So, the way you get beads onto yarn is it's pretty clever actually. What you do is you take a needle small enough to actually get through the bead. You put some string around your yarn that you're going to put your bead onto. Then thread this tiny piece of thread into your needle, and then you simply put your bead over the needle and pull it down your thread. It always amazes me how small a bead you can get on yarn using this method. Right. actually crocheting onto these snap bands. So I have simply used a double crochet, that's single crochet for your US terms, and I've worked the stitch around the band, making sure I'm finishing all of these double crochets in as neat a line as I can. And I have secured with a little bit of fabric glue as well. Now the reason I've used fabric glue is it's because it's got a little bit more elasticity, I can't say it. It's a bit more stretchy, that's better. It's a bit more stretchy than just normal glue. So that will allow the band to move, and hopefully it means that things won't come unstuck. I have been testing these as I've gone along and it does seem to be working. You know, before I move on, maybe we should actually look and see what makes up these snap bands. Oh my god, it's a piece of tape measure. Oh, that is so crazy. Oh, that means that this is magnetic as well. Oh, I wonder if I could think of an idea for these little magnets that I've got for it. Oh, I'll have to leave that one cooking. I can't believe it. They're just little, it's just tape measure. Cut off. That's brilliant. Okay, next idea. Ribbons. So I pulled out this blue ribbon first. It's fairly wide, and I simply wrapped it around a snap band, making sure to secure with fabric glue. The next one I made is this one here with a bow, and that is very simply just a piece of ribbon all the way down the snap band secured, and then the bow itself is made up of smaller pieces, just turned over and secured it all with fabric glue again. There is so much fabric glue used at the moment, and to be honest, it stinks to high heaven, and I'm really glad I'm next to an open window. I really liked this bow, so I thought, okay, I may have cracked this. So I grab the next piece of ribbon, but it's a lot thinner than this blue one. And you might think, oh, well, what's the problem with that? Grab some more thick ribbon. But the vast majority of the ribbon I have in this jar is all the size of this red ribbon. And I'm not going to go out and buy more ribbon. I'm using what I've got here. I have to. There's just too many bits and bobs around for me to just continuously go out and buy new supplies all the time. So I'm just going to try wrapping this yarn for now. Ribbon. I'm just going to try wrapping it round and securing it. I don't think it's going to look all that bad, actually. I think these snap bands just need a little something added on. I could attach tassels. I've got this great big pack of tassels. I forget I have it because it's not something I bought. It's something that got given to me from a friend of a friend's mother-in-law or something. I can't really remember. So I'm going to colour match to the ribbon for these snap bands, and I'm just going to give them a few securing stitches onto the ribbon itself that's wrapped around the bands. And there we go, little tassely ones. Right, so I was thinking maybe I'll do some drawings on these snap bands. But first I need to see if I have any mediums that will actually hold onto the plastic. So here I'm testing Sharpies, Poscas, and Yono. I think I'm pronouncing that right. They're another acrylic pen. The Sharpie seems less opaque than the other two. The Posca seems to bleed a little bit, but the Yono acrylic marker is lovely, although it does seem to need quite a bit of drying time. Now, that is actually mentioned in the manual that came with these pens, because I got these pens in Jazz's Customize It box. Honestly, if it's still available and you can get it, I would get it. Even for the pens themselves, the price of the box, it's absolutely amazing. Anyway, not sponsored, not affiliated. So I have read through this Customize It book, and actually I think these snap bands are going to be quite a great first project for me. So first thing I need to do is create some designs. Now I have flicked through the book and I have took some inspiration from in it, but I've not done any direct copying or anything like that, so these designs are my own. Now I did think about chopping all of these art bits of each band up and showing you like one band done all the way through and then on to the next one, but no, I think I prefer to show it like this, to see that I've had to do this in stages, and that is purely down to the dry time of these pens. They do smudge, they do need to be left to dry before you can go on to your next layer, And when doing designs like this, you are best to work on your background first and then move to your foreground. I am so glad I watched Jazz's Customize It video, because he was very keen on saying that these designs look ugly until your last stage. So with belief, I just kept going, and oh my god, I am so happy with these designs. Honestly, these look great, if I do say so myself. Oh, I really love the mushroom one. My son loves the emoji one. Twin one adores the flame one. And Twin 2 loves the flower one. I quite like the flower one as well, actually. Oh, I quite like them all. And here we have every snap band I have made ready to go onto my stall. I am really happy with how these turned out. So I'm just going to sell them for £1, so they'll just be little picky up bits. And yeah, I can't wait to see how many of them sell. Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I've got a few snap bands still left. I might do some more art designs on them. I think I will, actually. Yeah, maybe I do need to get back into a bit more art. Maybe that's what I need. Because, as I mentioned on a previous video, I do think I'm suffering from a bit of design fatigue at the moment. It's quite nice to just do something else than just continuously trying to figure out how to make an AI crochet image into a real crochet project. But I do have another one of them in the works at the moment, and hopefully that'll be out, if not next week, the week after. Alright, bye YouTube.